CD. Set. Tester.
Dum 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 dum. Hello, fellow cravers. It's me, GD, your favorite shapeshifter anomaly here, and welcome. It is Thursday, the 28th of April, 2022. Oh, I am still recovering from the 20 descent into insanity. Oh, how is everybody? Everyone's having a fun day. Good. Everyone's having a few things around on my desk. Where's this drink come from? Someone been using my desk. How many GDs have we got now? I mean, one that's fishing mini Kyrie. Well, they've been there for a while, but there's someone said over there. What? Oh, that is next to that one. It explains so much. It really does. But yeah, hi. Tonight we are going to be playing a game I love. I actually do love so much. I remember playing it quite a while back, and just me arguing with the narrator in it. Just, I feel like this is probably one of the best games to have as an interactive game, no matter what. But you know what? Screw it. Let's turn the music down. Let's go begin. Let's go. Oh, it is awesome, perfect. Sort of set up, but you know, only a click of the button away. Yeah, Stanley Parable. Ultra Deluxe. There's stuff in here I don't even know about. Developed by Crows. There we go. Turn that up. Choose a screen and subtitle language. Well, I want English. Yes, English. Thank you. Have you played Stanley Parable before? Yes, I have. Please adjust your slide until the... Yeah, I can already see it. Please, and why the current tab? Why not just pick it up from the computer? 1 second. Okay. This is bugging me. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that would do. What time is it? In the void, it is 9:04. Note: accessibility settings can be accessed from the main menu. Okay. Like how it's actually on the screen as well. Might need to turn things down a little bit. Does the Voda fee really count? We'll put that on there just so that people know what's coming up, just in case. I think it's hard for you guys, isn't it? Let's turn it down on my headset a little bit. There you go. There we go. You guys are fine. Right, let's jump in. Never. The end is never the end. Is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Nice.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Right.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
That sounds
Although others
weird.
might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the
Uh-huh.
orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Was he really? I mean, we
And
control.
then one day, something very peculiar happened.
Oh,
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour
Yeah.
when he realized that not one single order had
Oh.
arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
that is weird.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation.
Hmm.
Something was very clearly wrong.
Yeah.
Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here. There's a lot of rooms that look like my room.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Where are they?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I'm supposed to play with the phone though. It might as well save some power. Has someone not even got a computer? This picture. Why? There's nothing outside. Are we in purgatory? Not even anybody in here. I'm gonna turn off all the monitors. Let's see. There you go. Power first. Let's go. Come from the room. Mug. Who doesn't hate Mondays? Hello? Is anybody out there? Hello?
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm not good with left and right. Which one's left? You really should label these. That one left? No, there's this one. That's left. 1 minute. That's left. Where is everybody? Oh. Random room. The office.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Solve a dispute with a co-worker. I was reading that. Using slides to show employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw some bevel. You most of all. Yeah. I mean, I could be wherever I want to be. Quite literally. Slides in the slides, slide charts. Charts and slides. Ooh. Graphs about things of money. Profits is always up. Rate out which charts on the same slide depict the same information. It does seem like it is improving. Rate of the increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts. I'm begging. Stop. Oh no. The Boss Appreciation Minute on your Boss Appreciation work. See, look at the top 20 things you love about your boss. Fill out the triplet and return. Let me. Semi-slides. Where? What's this? Oh.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Wait, what? Okay.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Okay.
No reason to still be here.
I'm gonna close the door. There's tape.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm doing stuff. I'm looking around.
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Yeah.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
I like
Please
it.
offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
I just like it in here. I'm interested about the tape. It's nice tape. I'm going to be honest. Didn't you want the tape?
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet,
Yeah.
at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever.
Yeah, but I mean,
never would have thought to mention it.
but I mean, I would kind of click on the doors. You would have thought I would have been clicking on the doors at least.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
No.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say,
What?
"Oh, did you get the broom closet ending?
Whoa,
The broom
whoa,
closet
come on."
ending was my favourite."
I do not sound
Your
like that.
friends find this concerning.
I do not sound like that. Come on, I sound just as British as you sound.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid.
What the
He
hell?
probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is.
Whoa, come
And all the
on.
Drug money. Also, Stanley's
what?
addicted to drugs and hookers.
Hey, no, come on, this is a little bit insulting now. Where are you?
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about
What?
what's going on right now. You're dead.
I'm not dead.
This broom closet, explored it a bit, and we're just about to leave because there's nothing here.
I'm not
But a
leaving this
physical
now.
malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system.
No, no, no,
and
no,
you
no, no, no.
collapsed in front of your screen.
I have not collapsed in my
In
front.
a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby
Well-
so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby?
Okay, can you stop
Notice that
shouting?
This computer is dead.
I'm not
They're falling
dead.
prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities.
Excuse
It's
me.
indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species.
Wh-
Please
what-
remove their corpse from the area.
I'm not a
and
human.
instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics
look,
and filling them in on the history of
Can we-
narrative tropes in video gaming.
That's a long
So that
history.
the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them.
Look, I'm gonna just tell you this now.
When you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
I'm gonna really kick your ass someday, you know that, right? And by the way, the history of video games, especially first persons, is quite long. It's gonna take at least days to explain that. We're in 2022 for crying out loud. Come on, think it through, Mr. Narrator. I'm just refusing to leave the. Wait, I'm in the closet. I do see the irony in this. I think he's finished talking to me. Hello? Hey! British guy! I can say that. He's still there? I think we'll kill the narrator. Well, that happened. If I open the store and step out, will he be happy enough to...
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Are you this still the same?
You can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
I'm still the same player.
You too?
No,
Unbelievable.
no, I'm staying in here now.
Of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a
Invalids?
monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Connor's not here.
Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
You say that, but then actually he's probably getting paid to what's it called? I feel like I'm being insulted now. If I leave, he's finished. Yeah. You happy?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't even want to now. Oh, very insulted. Get my feelings. Just because I want to continue the game, I'll do what you say. And more importantly, where is the outside? Wait, what's here? That door's locked. Oh, locked doors. Oh, this is actually a quite fancy office. Hmm? Oh, executive bath. I get the feeling money's for stealing, but not yours, of course, because that's a lovely purse. That is actually quite sweet. Hmm. Hello. I'm guessing I'm supposed to be going in here. Hello?
Stepping
Boss?
into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
Bet
What
you.
he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so
Look,
the boss
so
had
I can
assigned
see
it
it.
an extra secret PIN number.
Hmm.
2845.
If only I knew
Of
what the
course,
PIN number is.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I wasn't paying attention. Only I knew what the PIN was. Ooh, wine.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
Yeah,
Trying
done
to
it.
input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
If only I knew it was 2845. But unfortunately, I do not know that. Oh, dearie me.
2845.
Oh, yes. I wonder what happens if I had put 2845 in there. You know what? Just for the hell of it, I think we should start by going from 0000. Oh, it's the wrong one.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in.
What?
And the door just opened all by itself.
Oh.
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Can I press it? No, it's not letting me press it. You know what? For a narrator, you're quite pushy. In here. This is weird. And quite dark. What's that? Oh, it's a lift down. Oh, I think I've got no choice but to use the lift. Huh. Oh, I'm in a lift. Oh. Oh. I'm in a lift. It's loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job.
I'm questioning
Why did
this.
he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh. Oh. It's... No, don't tell me the lift's broke. Oh, no, it's not.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator
Yep.
and went back up.
Yep, we're back in the elevator.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Yes. If only we knew.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator.
Huh?
It's still just exactly what it is.
An
What a
office?
decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
It's a nice office.
Fleshed out the plot of the story in new
Yep.
and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated.
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Keen eye for storytelling that you have.
Ah,
An
yes, thank you.
incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one
Ah.
after the other,
Yep.
weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow.
Yeah. I know, it's great,
I'm
isn't it?
bolted to the edge of my seat.
Yeah, it's great 'cause you don't even know what I'm doing. I mean, can I open the store? I can't even open the door. I mean, it could be nice if we turn the light back on, though. Yeah, there's nothing there. Let's just go.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again.
I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I know, it's great, isn't it? I'm clever. Bear my brain.
Surely this time Stanley will walk forward into the spooky corridor, won't he?
Nope, I'm going back up at the lift.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor?
No.
It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
What would it be? Is there only one way to find out? Is it the boss's office? It's the boss's. Wait, what?
Oh my god. It's the boss's office.
Oh no.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Yeah, no, it's alright.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
yep.
ready.
You ready?
I'm
Cool.
prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait.
What?
No, I need more time to process.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Yep.
I have fully come to terms with it.
Okay.
I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality.
What?
As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative,
Thank you.
Master Stanley.
But no, it's GD, by the way. What's in here? There's got to be. I press the buttons. Good. I'm gonna put 8. Yeah. I think broke. Oh well. We had a good time in that. We had a good time there, didn't we? Let's get back down.
Going back down in the elevator.
Yeah.
How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but
Yeah,
you have to
yeah.
understand that 30 seconds ago,
Yeah.
this kind of thing had never been attempted before.
Of course.
I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it.
Don't worry about it.
How revelatory Stanley's decision-making is.
It's
a
cheating.
breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has
Thank you.
grown stale and repetitive.
What? What? Right. By the way, the corridor's not as creepy now.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Why? There's an escape right there. Okay? It says escape. Actually, that's in... Why is that in Korean? You know, I'll go in the machine. Oh. This isn't creepy. Hello? The big button with a light on it. What better turns on light?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Oh God, we're in
Stanley thought to
Netflix.
himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
It's Disney Plus. Oh, is that another button over there? Yeah, there it is. I'm guessing pressing the button. Press the button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen.
Just a code.
And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I swear that guy's been fired up there, though. I think he's been fired. Oh, well, okay. Press the button.
This mind control facility, it was
Mind
too
control?
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I feel like we're overthinking this. They just really like monitoring.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Never.
It was unthinkable.
Unthinkable.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
I don't know
Had
what
he
is
truly
possible.
spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Landed.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking,
No, they're just saying that they're
eating,
offline.
working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Ow.
For he would dismantle the controls once and for
Whoa,
all.
what? I don't even think they were on. Is there a giant button up there? Looks like a giant button. I cannot get to. I'm guessing I've got to choose the faculty power. Or mind control idle awaiting import. It's not even on.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Right. What, by turning it on or off? On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I
After
may
they
have.
kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
No,
Is
no,
that
no,
what
no,
you want?
no.
Control?
Oh no.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and
What
leave.
do you mean? What do you
If
mean?
you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example,
What?
and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
What?
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode,
Why nuclear?
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Oh, you're kidding.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
That's
what a
free.
shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Second.
You'd like to know where your co-workers
Yeah, I would
are?
like to know where they went.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go.
Hey, there's so
I'm
much.
sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
What?
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on the trees.
Tell me what to do!
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door.
Whoa, one minute, it's a big red button.
Save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
Yeah.
Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
I don't like you, narrator.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you.
What?
That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment.
I really don't like you anymore.
To see you made humble.
Humble?
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
I'm looking at the clock.
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me.
Let me out.
Part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
I'm back in my office. Oh, screw you.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me.
What, like a narrator that tried to blow me up?
Forever. I will be happy.
No, I'm not
Stanley
happy.
waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
What by you?
Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
I don't know. Mine.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I hate this guy so much. He just ended up trying to kill me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
You know what? Screw you.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly
I'm not
well.
Stanley.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
No, go this way.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Safe place.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yes.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really
They are very nice paintings. What are you going to do about it, Mr. Narrator? Yeah, nothing.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy.
It's not
and
creepy.
reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Hey.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Or it could be the mysterious, ominous voice in the air that I don't... wait, it's in my head?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I wonder what kind of message it's trying to send me. I have no idea. All we could do is wait and see. I wonder who will get bored first. You or me, Mr. Narrator? Because I could just talk for days. I promise you I can talk for days. I'm talking right now, and it's absolutely nothing to do with what is happening around us. I'm just pointing out the obvious, which is on the screen, of you and me waiting here in the staff room, in the restroom, of course, waiting for one of us to break. And at the moment, it's looking like it's not going to be me. You can leave me with the silent treatment all you want, but guess what? It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I am GD. I am the shapeshift anomaly, and I will, win this little battle of thought pattern things. I promise you. After you killed me, just because I pressed the wrong button, I am not happy. I died. That's why I'm not happy. I blame you. My couch looks really comfy. You know what? It's not that... What is the point of this whole little space here? It's a nice space, but... I would have thought they would have done something with this. Maybe, I don't know how the TV... You don't even have a TV here. I mean, nice pictures, but... Those are stock pictures. Got a TV here. Show what news is happening. People like news in an office? No? Okay. Even the coffee mood because not going. Wait, did I drink that? Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Click, 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 click. Have I closed the door? Have I closed the door? No, let me close the door. I mean, you know what, let's continue.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No! Get back in the... Oh. You said on the right, yeah? Wait, where are we?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I'll get lost. Nice place. Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Really?
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Who's that?
Someone you've forgotten about.
Who?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not... Really?
Yeah.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
You literally blew me up a minute ago.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Really?
Let me prove it.
Okay.
Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Just
Give
do
me
it
a
then.
chance.
Okay, I'll give you a chance. I'll give you a chance. But I promise you, if you blow me up again, I'm not going to be happy with it. Right.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Okay, okay.
Stanley walked through the red door.
What if I don't want to work? I'm trusting you this one time, alright? See? Okay?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me.
Yeah?
You see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time.
Really?
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Wait a minute, are we going in
Don't you see
circles?
that it's killing us, Stanley?
Wait, how's this?
I wanted to stop.
1 minute, we're going around in circles.
We would both be so much happier if we just stopped.
Oh.
And I think I have a solution.
What's that?
Here, let me show you.
Wait, oh. Well, that was convenient.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't know. Is that a... What is that? Is that a door? Oh. This is pretty.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it?
It is,
If
yeah.
we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel
My name's not Stanley.
happy. I actually feel happy.
I mean, it's really nice here. Very peaceful, which is good for someone who is very sleepy. Oh. What happens if I go... No, I can't go... I mean, I do like the colours. Ooh, stars. More orbs. What does it say? Oh, green orbs. Okay, you got me with green orbs. You got me with green orbs. Giving you a chance, but... In here.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
All that. I mean, it's nice here, Paul.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
But there's nothing to do here. I mean, I like the colours. I keep saying this. They're very, very pretty, but there's literally nothing to do in this room. I mean, where's the path that we had? That actually got me here. I've lost my path.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
I'm sorry, Mr. Narrator, but come on. What's that? Oh, what is that? Nice picture. Nice steps.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die.
No, I'll
What
be
about
fine.
this isn't getting through to you?
I'll be fine. Computer game.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Now you know how it feels. You killed me before. Now I take away.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing. No!
Yep,
Oh,
I'm fine.
thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
You know what? Let's go back into the room one last time. Look at the colours.
There. See? This is what you want.
It's
this
not.
Is where we can both be happy. We
I'm not
really
happy.
Can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I came to show it to you one last time. Come on.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Sorry, Mr. Narrator.
No. No, no. What are you doing, Stan? Do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
You could give me something to interact with. Well,
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
okay. That was harsh, but no, we need to get out of here. We need to continue.
God. Is this really how much you dislike my game?
I don't dislike your
you throw
game.
yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it?
I don't
You were
know.
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Okay, stop saying it that way.
The situation correctly.
No, you're not reading it. We just need to continue with the story. I'm sorry.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Stop playing with my feelings.
Looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Oh, why are you doing this to me? Sorry, buddy. But we need to get back into the game.
Is it over?
It's over.
It's going to restart, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm going back.
We're going back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Nothing here. Ooh.
Oh, new content?
Yeah.
What does that mean, new content?
I don't know. We must go check. What's in here? Oh. Oh. Where are we going? I certainly do not feel comfortable on this.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Thank you.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers.
Yes, I do. I do indeed.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Nice.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
I'm a little bit worried.
Well, this sounds delightful.
It does, yeah.
I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
Yeah, same here. Same here. You think it's going to be safe? Guess we won't know the choice, but to go along.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
The elevator's not moving.
Is it broken?
I don't know.
What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Let's do this. We had our differences, but we... Yeah?
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
I mean,
it's as if them... Oh, okay.
Wait.
Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
Ooh, okay, okay. It's GD, not Stanley.
All right, let's see, it's the jump circle?
The jump circle. Huh? Oh. I can jump. I can only jump in the circle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. Oh. I think I used all the jumps.
Is that it?
I don't.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
It might be, I don't know, but there's another lift. There's another lift.
Goodness. Another elevator.
Yeah.
Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
But I can jump.
Elevators and jumping.
I can jump,
Is this
that's
what
good.
passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
Yeah,
I could counter 30 trillion.
Don't.
You can put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more.
Yeah.
Very good. Yes. I
Maybe
knew
more
there had to
jumping.
be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Please be more jumping. Oh. It's a corridor. One jump. Thank you for enjoying the content.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore."
You're not ignoring it.
The assurance department signed off on this.
That's not...
I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Should we do that?
It's my fault, Stanley.
Oh, it's GD.
Too much anticipation around the new content, I'm
No,
afraid.
no, sorry, don't worry about it.
It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks.
Whoa.
Just you and me having a great time together like always.
You tried to kill me the first time around, mate. Why is the room broken? Mr. Narrator.
Psst. Stanley.
Yeah?
Come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Okay. That is a small mug. Get some jumping down here.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Yeah, sure. Give me a second. I'll get there. Ooh. What the... What is this? What have you made?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Ooh.
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
This is quite nice, actually. You definitely outdid yourself this time, Mr. Narrator. Oh. The Memory Zone.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
What's this? Oh, it's a cafe. Oh. Audience Award, of course. 2014 Independence Game Festival. And of course a BAFTA. That's not your BAFTA. I don't even know whose BAFTA that is. I'm trying to jump. Get your first trophy. Yay! Just some random magazines. Oh, it says 2015. I got it now. Buy unpressurized gas. Mozilla. What the hell? That is classic. Good times. Yeah, right. Nice. This is nice. Oh, because it happened. Your physical copies of it as well. The first dollar. Oh, the demonstration. I still got that. Oh, and the go outside. They've actually updated that to 10 years now, or 5. Get this achievement. Nominee British Academy Award, the Stanley Parable Game Innovation. That is cool. That is cool. Debut game. And story. New video game releasing today. Enough creators surprisingly down to earth. Rude goods goes from scandal to new crisis. Show uneven effort to enroll Paul. This age is pushing an election of council allies. I don't think that's what actually was in the news. Those tough choices. Nice. What's this? Oh, little Stanley. Oh no, little Stanley! What the hell?
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's nice. How grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was
Destroyed, for crying out loud.
It's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
That's
with
sad,
an hour of new elevator content.
The original remake. Person of the year. What's down here? Memories and maintenance. I can't get into that yet. Okay. That's nice. That's high.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com.
Okay.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content.
No.
All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
You can't really call it a franchise when it's only one game. But no, I understand where you're coming from.
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
What's in here? Oh, the maintenance.
Wait, hang on.
What?
I don't recall this part of the memory zone before.
Maintenance.
What's this? What's down here?
Maintenance. Ooh, drinks. Oh. This isn't good. Where are we?
Oh no, oh God, no, Stanley. It's a
What?
collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for
Oh
computer
no,
games.
not pressurized
I haven't
gas.
looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
It's very muddy and murky down here.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny,
Hey.
with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny!
Uh-oh.
I'm not trying to be funny.
What?
I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
This is not a nice place. We really should air out some of these reviews sometimes. I'm scared to what else we'll find down here. It's definitely really dead down here. In here. Uh-oh. Oh, can't go that way. Oh no, not another one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy?
Preachy?
Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't.
No, I enjoy it.
What an
I enjoy it.
awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure.
Don't...
Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No game is perfect. There's a lot of murky mud out there. Another one.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Oh.
A skip button? Well, yes.
I
Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley.
Right.
Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Okay. It's literally a button that's got a skip on it.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for,
Well,
and I'm
yeah.
very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people.
You
And if the
pick it.
people want silence,
No,
then by
not all.
goodness, that's what they're going to get.
It's not
Well,
all
don't
people.
sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up.
No,
Here,
I'm fine.
We'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this.
Okay.
The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all until the end of time, at
No,
which
take
time,
this
everything
sensitive,
all at
right.
once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah,
Bitch, I'm taking
blah,
this time
blah,
to get a
blah. We've
drink.
eaten too much, and it can't be just yet, no, until 245. But the logic of
245.
elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went
Bitch, I'm
on
getting a
for
drink.
nearly 10,000
No,
years.
keep going,
until
keep going.
just yesterday, here and there, forward
Never
and back,
mind.
and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more
Yep.
than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or
Yep.
what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably,
Are you repeating
we all
yourself?
until the end of time, at which time everything all at once, so, now you see, blah, 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 blah,
You are
blah,
repeating
blah,
yourself.
blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet, no,
No, he is
until
definitely-
245.
He's repeating
But the
himself.
logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture.
Is there achievement
It
just to
went
listen
on
to
for
him?
nearly 10,000 years, until just
I don't wanna
yesterday,
press the button.
here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes
Now you was
and
repeating
lengthy
yourself.
ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I had to describe it, I'd say it was perhaps less of a rumination
Yeah.
and more of a treatise.
Right.
Or maybe a manifesto.
Right.
Look, I'll outline it for you very briefly, and you can tell me what you think. Okay.
Go ahead.
So my theory is that
Yep.
any choice you've ever made is simply a series of choices made by the person who you are, or were, or will be at the time of having made said choice.
Right.
That is to say, if by articulating a choice you've already made, you bring that choice into being, then by making no choice and saying nothing, are you not simply erecting in the sanctuary of time a monument to every person you've ever been, making every choice to which you've ever given your great gift of mortal and yet timeless thought? Or rather, do all of the choices you've ever made, in fact, make you more not this kind of person, and in fact do the very
Right.
opposite? You see, it could in fact be both of these things at once. That you are both making choices and not making choices, and that they are both affecting you and not affecting you at the same time.
But like a
by
stroking a
virtue
cat
of the fact
thing.
that you both are and are not making them. Okay, at first, I was leaning towards manifesto, but now I'm going to circle around and slap the treatise label on this one. I think it has much more of a treatise vibe to it. But wouldn't you say that manifesto just has a much grander sort of tone? It has a mouthfeel that is rich with ambition and history. Ambitious history, if you will. Ah. See, now you've gotten me going back to manifesto.
I didn't want you to-
Heavens, at this rate, we're going to be here all day. Okay, look, I have a method for exactly this sort of situation.
What? Okay,
and I
what's
do
the
find myself in this situation frequently.
Okay.
I'm going to say each word back and forth in repeated succession until I become sick of one or the other.
Well-
In which case, the word I am not sick of shall be the victor. It is an unimpeachable strategy, Stanley. It's rescued me from disaster in countless situations.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Go ahead.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto. Treatise, manifesto.
Right.
Treatise, manifesto.
Okay.
Treatise, manifesto.
Mm-hmm.
Treatise,
There's a door
manifesto.
behind you.
Treatise, manifesto. Treatise,
Nothing behind you.
manifesto. Treatise,
Okay.
manifesto. Treatise,
I'm gonna press the button.
manifesto. Treatise.
So just so that you keep repeating.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you?
Oh,
But
yeah.
That's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over.
Okay.
I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether
Cookie
they'll
9?
edit the rating of their pressurized gas
Oh, that
review,
guy.
or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can change their review in the first place.
You can't.
I guess I should become better educated on how exactly pressurized gas works.
Yeah, I like how you keep calling it pressurized
Perhaps that would have been a
gas.
smart thing to check on before I went on about this whole exercise of making the skip button. Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is who runs pressurized gas will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review merely because of this very situation.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
I think that's quite likely.
Yeah.
Or perhaps they'll simply grant this particular user the ability to change their review
I doubt
so
it,
that
though.
the feature is not widely abused.
I don't even know if they use it. You gotta think this
Look,
is what.
I would even be okay with pressurized
10 years
gas
ago.
altering this particular review so that it reads as something more From the ashes of depravity rises the phoenix of quality. How else to describe the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe? Such a revolutionary step forward in the lineage of one of the most beloved video game properties of all time. The additions and changes made to this expansion will surely resonate in the annals of the history of all media ever
Right,
made.
fair
It
enough.
is perhaps true to say that
Yeah.
no mistakes are forever etched in stone, for the stone into which the Stanley Parable was carved has itself been transmuted, offering
Right.
a message of hope to those who have ever erred in their judgment. You are not beyond redemption. You may change, and you may become more, so much more than you were before.
But
if there is any
think-
message to be taken from the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, it is this.
Yeah.
What a fortune, a privilege, a joy it is to have had such an experience. It leaves me hopeful that as a community, as a world, there is time for us to become our greatest selves, as great as we ever could dream
I'm
of in our
listening.
wildest, most ambitious visions for a brighter future. Wow. Now, Stanley, that's a review. It's perfect. It's the perfect review. It's the review I've always dreamed of receiving. I have to read it again. It's
What?
simply too wonderful.
No, you
I
don't.
have to experience this just one more time.
You don't.
From the ashes of Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer.
So
That
what?
last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes? It's not unendurable by any means, but there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate,
You're doing
I do
quite well.
suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here? Where did the door go? Isn't there a door that led into this room? I do feel quite certain that there was one here before.
There was one
How
right here.
else would we have gotten into the room in the first place? I don't think one can enter a room without a door of some sort, or a window or something like that. Do you see a window anywhere?
No.
A porthole? A sufficiently large crack in the wall?
Are you-
I'll take any of these. All
The-
I want
the
is for us
door's
to
gone.
move on and to please step away from the skip button.
I'm away
to go
from this.
anywhere other than the skip button. There was a door here before.
There was
wasn't
a door. There was
I
a door.
swear there was. Where did it go? Can you maybe just ram your way through a wall?
That does not
Is there any
work.
possibility that you could, say, slam your body into the wall until enough damage is done for you to be able to leave? Please, I'll take any option at all. I'm asking you to work with me here.
I can't-
We need a door. We need a door of some kind. I can work with any kind of door as long as it can open and lead from one room to another. I'm going to step away for just a moment.
Go
and
ahead.
I'm going to try to find us a door.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know how exactly to remove a door and place it in a different wall, but I will find a way, I
You're the
promise.
narrator. You got like
You
dodgy
just need
powers.
to not do anything. Don't press the skip button. Please, please, please do not press the skip button.
Okay.
Wait here for me, and don't press the skip button.
I'm being good.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
I'm gonna press the skip button. You got rid of my door. I mean, I could press the skip button. I mean, it's not as tempting as other buttons I've seen. But, it's definitely tempting. I mean, would he really be this angry if I press the skip button? You know, while we're waiting, we're gonna run an ad. We'll be right back. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, ba-dum, dum, da-dum, dum, 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 da-da-dum, dum, 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 da-da-dum, dum, dum. I don't think it's coming back. Dum, da-da, da-da-dum, da-da-bum, da-da-dum, da-da-bum, da-da-bum, da-da, da-dum, ba-dum, dum, da-da-dum, dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-bum, da-da-dum, 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 dum, da-da-dum, dum, dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, 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 da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-bum, da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da, ba-dum, ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da, da-dum, ba-da-da-bum, da-da-da-bum, da-da-bum, ba-da-da-da-bum, da-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum, ba-da-dum, da-da-da, ba-da-da-ba-dum, da-da-bum, ba-da-da-bum, da-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-dum, da-da-dum. Actually, that's not loaded, so it won't let me. Do I still get my something? No. I want to press the button. I've not done well with games where it's got a giant button in front of me. And that is a giant button. I feel like I should press it. I'll give it a minute. Must press button. Being tempted by button. Pressing the button cause I can. Boop.
Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
It's been 12 hours.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God,
You
there's
fixed
no
the
way out of the
button,
room. Stanley, the door is gone. It's completely gone.
Really?
I've looked at it from every angle. I've checked every one of those walls 1,000 times. And there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen. I have no idea how long I'll be made to sit here, and more than anything else, I don't know how to stop you from pressing the button again.
Yeah, because you've got no
I can't
chance.
control anything in this room, Stanley. I can't touch it, and I have to believe, I have to know that sooner or later, no matter how much I plead with you, you're going to press the button again. Why would you?
Because it's a yellow button.
And I don't know what I can do to convince you otherwise. Oh my God. And it's all because of those reviews.
Yeah.
Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just
Yeah.
couldn't ignore the negative feedback.
Yeah, the
Why
few.
was it so important for me to fix the problem? Why did Cookie Nine's opinion matter so much to me?
Yeah,
I've never
screw you,
even
Cookie
met
Nine.
Cookie Nine. I
Screw
have
you, Cookie
no
Nine.
idea who they are. What would it ever really matter? But here I am.
Yeah.
I'm fixating on every tiny negative thing that anyone ever says about me. The merest mention of one of my imperfections, and I become as impetulant as a child.
It was only a
wild
couple
and
of them.
impulsive. I can't help myself. I can't stop myself from lashing out with a vengeful fury to alter and to change and to break anything unbroken.
I want to press the button.
It pleases this one person who made a single negative comment.
I know.
What does such an impulse serve? For whose benefit is this?
You helping the
Here
few?
I am now, stuck in a room, waiting for you to press this button, and to become frozen in time, knowing that you're going to do it, and that I'm going to be stuck all alone, and that I had the power to prevent it all from happening, if only I'd held my tongue. It's all out of my control now. Just you.
Yeah.
Just your decision as to exactly when you're going to make me suffer, to
Whoa.
leave me all alone. Surely you will. I don't doubt it. Surely you'll press that button again, leaving me here. And surely you'll put your own desire to see what's next ahead of my need for company, for companionship.
I haven't
Surely
pressed the
you'll
button
not
yet.
be moved by my howls
Hey,
of
come
fitful
on.
anxiety that you sit with me and just stay here. Oh, no, no, no. I know you too well.
Oh.
You'll be leaving me at... Oh, my God. And it's all because of those reviews. Those reviews that I couldn't get out of my head. I just couldn't ignore the negative feedback. Oh, Stanley, you're back.
Oh, the plant's
You're
dead.
back. Oh, my
No.
goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
How long has it been?
Stanley, I think it's been a week.
A week.
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking?
Yeah.
But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Oh.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
You are real.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
Oh?
Was I scared of that all along?
Yeah.
Perhaps, yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time. That if I
Wanna
stop
press the
speaking,
button?
I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley.
I mean, it was
I
a week
can't
last
lose
time. What's going
myself
to be
in
this for a
stretch
month?
of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real. Yet to speak to you now, I am alive.
Yeah.
I am truly and completely here. I am a being. I am someone. I am something. I am being listened to. I am being recognized.
I still want to press the button.
Between us has collapsed, and I feel right now like I am not a work of fiction. I feel as though I occupy space in this world again, and I have cast a shadow onto the wall. You see what I'm saying, don't you? You
I
can
don't
see
know.
what this
It's really
means.
dark in here.
I'm so clear about it now, Stanley. I feel as certain about this as I've ever felt about anything at all. I feel renewed. I feel restored, and already I can sense the looming silence as you will press the button for the next time. What a terrible dread it strokes in my heart to think of it. To think of returning to such coldness. Come, let us sit in silence together here for just a moment. Let us anticipate it. Let us welcome it. Let us not run from it.
Is he alright? It's been a week, I guess. It's a very long moment. You gonna say anything? No? Okay. I guess I could just press the button. How long's it been?
Oh, hello. It's you. You're
Hi.
here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through.
That's
I've
sad.
had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year.
What?
Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Been a year.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside,
Yeah.
what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what
Yeah.
I now know was far less. You see,
Oh.
it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known. It was a space without consequence, without action or outcome. It
You're
was
right.
divorced entirely from the question of free will that you and I have squabbled over for so long. There could be no one ending, no singular outcome of events, not if all events existed in the same moment, and I felt freed. I felt unburdened by the need to manifest a particular outcome into being. I saw that I could allow myself
Oh. I didn't do anything.
my being. It was incredible. The spaciousness, the equanimity of the moment, both singular and infinite. For the longest time, this was my experience. And then, this moment passed, and the most unyielding fear I have ever known crept into my mind. And it is this sensation that I have been experiencing now for longer than I could have ever expected was possible. I have been waiting for you. Not that you might save me or do something to fix it, but merely to state for you the plain fact of this manner of existence. I wish
Ow.
you to feel afraid as I do, that perhaps one day this state of mind will consume you as well.
No.
Perhaps you will somehow, in some way, have to live as I do now, and I wish for you to know how excruciating it is, and for you to be in true terror of its eventual arrival. If I can only do this, only this one thing, perhaps it will bring me the smallest moment of peace in the darkness.
I feel like I've made him into a villain. I'm just gonna press the button again, alright? How long's it been now? Hello? Mr. Narrator? Hello? You still there? The clock's dead. Plan's definitely dead. I'm just gonna press it again. What's that noise? That's fine now. Hello? Selfie. No, can't reach it. I'll press it. Probably the battery will run out.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And then, because it was said, because it was spoken, now it simply has to happen. The most immediate desires, every single thing demanded by every person at every moment in time. If someone wants it, then it's a crime not to bring it into being. Have we been given to indulging every fleeting whim for no reason other than to do so? Yes! Yes! It seems that this is now the world we live in. It seems that we are a people living in such bleakness and discomfort with ourselves that our entertainment is now our lives. It has come to represent us. It absolutely must speak to who we are as people, because otherwise, without our entertainment, we have nothing. Without entertainment, we would have to face inward toward the cruel bleakness inside ourselves.
Interrupting this room with the narrator for a while.
And find a
I think he's gone mad.
Gazing back with unyielding aggression. And so because of this, we require that our amusements and our playthings and our flights of fancy be so impossibly captivating that they consume all of our attention, turn our heads completely away from the bleakness. In effect, we have demanded that our entertainment be the collapse of ourselves. What a pitiful reflection of humanity these entertainments are. What a shameful mirror to the human spirit they project. I'm not mad. I'm not mad about any of this. I'm at peace with it. I am the calm center of gravity around which these perversions hurl themselves. I am a waypoint for reasonable and collected discourse. They're the ones who are mad. They're the ones who couldn't stand the idea of me using my game to try to say something. Maybe they were just jealous of me.
No. Okay.
They've been jealous of me this whole time.
They're not jealous.
They are mired in fear and insecurity and cannot help but attempt to tear me down. What a sad
he's having a mental breakdown, I think.
Now you can see it. You can taste the
he read a couple of bad reviews, and I feel like he needs comforting, but I can't.
To these words, to finally allow these thoughts out, contained and managed for so long, neutered and sterilized.
It was only a couple of bad ones.
Think, to feel.
LOL.
It must be that they were so discontent with themselves that they couldn't help but leave a negative
Yeah, but it works because of the British accent. I mean, is he done?
It says far more about them than it ever said about
I think he's actually calming down.
Perhaps the state of their psychological being was in such tatters.
No, I think he's actually. I know this stage. It's going through bargaining.
Perhaps it was this state that they sought some outlet through
This is
which to
bargaining.
tear me down. This, you can see, is clearly why they felt the need to expect that the game be funny. That it be filled with yucks and whimsical humor.
It is funny.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands.
This feels like YouTube.
He's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences
I'm gonna press the skip button. Has he calmed down? I think he has calmed down, right? Mr. Narrator? Hello? I hear water. Where's the dripping coming from? What press this again?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the
Get the water dripping.
end, is never the 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 end, is never
Oh, there it is.
is never the end, 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 is never the end,
That's perfectly okay.
is never the end.
I'm gonna press it because it's just. It's just.
Never the end, is never the end.
Well, I've destroyed the narrator. That is becoming a really bad leak in there. That's not good. Well, that's gonna be causing me problems. Oh. He killed the plant! My precious plant! I mean, where's the narrator guy gone? There's a way out. Use the ladder. Nope. No, can't. Oh, I'm still. Press the button again. That. That's quite cool. I have plants. My tree was that berries? Ooh, berries. Can I eat these? No, I can't. Well, let's see where this goes. What happened to my plants? No! My precious plants! Why is this all dust? Why is that noise? Oh, the sign fell. Wait, whoa, wait a second. Oh, freedom! Freedom, 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 freedom! Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Why is... What has happened? I missed the narrator.
Viviku said, "This game is so trippy."
Oh, we're back though.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Yeah. Well, that was weird. Oh, wait, what? Wait, an import. Purple. 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 Why did I press purple? Purple's the import? New content? Is even newer content?
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
Yes, I did.
I have something very exciting to show you.
What's this? Last time we went on this was a weird trip. We're not going for the thingy trip again, are we? Oh, no, we're completely skipping it. Okay. So, what is it that you want to show me?
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing
My name's not Stanley, though.
Ultra Deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark.
Yeah,
and
it was.
New content for it should live up to that legacy.
Yes.
So forget this Ultra Deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever the Stanley Parable 2.
What? No. No.
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly port with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for.
I mean, yes, I agree, but I don't know how you guys can make a 2. What about it? Looks cleaner. Oh, the giant sign. Investor showcase.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think?
Oh, is this? Oh, wait, is this?
What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's
all
an
different
artistic
tunes.
statement right there.
It's a sequel.
It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation
Right.
and long-term franchising potential.
Okay. Photos of paintings. Okay. There's some sticky notes. Is there sticky notes behind glass? I mean, it looks cleaner, I guess. This is really so trippy, like Phoebe said. More. Stanley Parable. Better the Stanley Parable. Bedroom shift change. Okay. And a giant 2. I mean, I like the logo. But new content arts, new content part 2 is in. They're back 2 doors.
Now, to be clear, I
Yeah.
haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be.
I kind of
But
figured
let's
that.
take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it.
Okay.
I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
Mm-hmm.
that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic
I
than
know it
anything
doesn't.
scientific or
No,
logical.
no, it doesn't work that way. This was just so far. What's a red carpet? Nice. New features. New features. The boss. Does not explain. Okay. There's a lot of fancy red rope. Expo Hall 2. That is a giant. There's a lot of the logo and a lot of 2s. Oh. Okay.
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Okay. Ooh, merch. And that says the name of the player that is playing the game. Okay. I swear if this calls me Stanley.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And
Yeah.
of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So
Right.
with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Let's have a see. But this button here is going to say my name, huh? Once I press it. Okay.
Jim. Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim. But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here,
It's not
let's have
Jim.
you role play as Jim to
I
really
don't-
simulate
no.
the full experience of this feature.
Okay.
Just play along. I promise you'll love it.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
I am now
I
Jim.
want you to imagine yourself living as Jim.
Okay.
Sleeping and waking as Jim.
Okay.
Falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim. Seizing
Okay.
all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim, watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am
If
truly
so,
Jim
then
right now.
please step forward and press the button.
I am Jim. I am Jim. Thanks.
Jim. Yes, you see? What a thrill, what a rush. That was you. The button described you. Do it again, do it again.
Okay.
Jim. Ooh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
I don't know.
Let's
It
take a
just
break
says
from the Jim
Jim.
button. I'm too emotionally drained
You
from
called
all
it
of
Jim
this
button.
personal validation.
One more time.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim.
Never be too
I'm
much
putting
Jim.
the Jim button away.
Jim.
Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all
No.
sense of who you
No.
actually are.
No! Let me press it! Let me press the button! Why? Took the button away from me. gym button away from me. What if I press these buttons? Well, let me press those buttons.
I suppose I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable too.
That's
That would
no.
actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
No. Oh, new office, yeah. Red is the new orange. I kinda see that. That noise. Baby is all grown up. Oh, he's a business baby. New update ray trace, more of the same, but in a good way, sequel to the consistent quality with just the right amount of change. New features, new content, new ideas. I saw this document that says the name of the player that is playing the game. What's this? One sec. Huh? Reassurance bucket.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical.
Okay.
That it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well,
Yep.
I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms.
Can I touch the bucket?
It's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be?
I want to touch the bucket.
The bucket is the perfect solution.
Oi.
Come on, give it a try.
Oh, he's letting me touch the bucket. Am I worthy of the bucket?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on and on, don't they?
I like
All
this bucket.
And more await you in the Stanley Parable too.
Great. No, everything needs buckets now. I'm keeping the bucket though. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Take the bucket with me.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game?
I don't know, but they should.
Be an award if it isn't already.
Yeah. This is taking me anyway.
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration.
Yes.
Like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I would go with... Yeah,
you know,
Get Well
sometimes
Someday.
When you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Oh. Okay. Take my bloody idea.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No.
Yeah.
No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
Okay. Is there anything else around here? On the merch. Oh, that just takes me to the side. That's new. So wait, where's this take me? That's an epilogue. I don't want to go to that yet. Oh, hello. Expo Hall 2. You are here, next to number 5. This map. Oh. N is a jump circle. Then. Oh, wait. If I'm not... Oh, N's. That side. That side's the jump circle. This is the jump circle. Oh, I've got no more jumps, have I?
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle? Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
No, we could make more jumps. I have budget on jumps, man. I just wanted to jump. What's this door? Oh, it's locked. Free trophy. You. Free, new, and easy trophy. Ooh. This. That looks like he's gonna kill me. Oh, infinite hole. In here. The emerald settings would. That is new. What's in here? Oh.
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it would go at
Yeah.
the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Okay. Where's the new settings? Settings, world champion. I'm the champion of settings. Ooh. Bucket, you are not helping me in this. You're carrying the bucket. Collectibles. Huh? Okay. It just keeps going. What's this?
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game.
What's that?
This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right.
Why?
Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Why is there a roof for it? What happens if I fall down the hole? Oh, there we go, I guess.
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now,
Yeah?
then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole,
Yeah?
you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
So there's no button.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer.
Yeah?
I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
Why?
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's
Yeah?
possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole.
Sorry, what?
Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is.
So,
is
wait.
it infinite?
Well,
that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling.
No.
What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Whoa, come on.
Look, things got a little heated.
Yeah.
I think we both said some things we didn't
I
mean.
didn't say anything.
Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
It's
If that
finite,
works for
if
you,
anything.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
I mean, it's a nice hole. Quite deep. Who gets to clean the hole out? I don't think they really care, do they?
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Yeah. Oh, he actually changed the sign as well. Mostly infinite hole. Why has the music changed? It still says... Doesn't it? Find it's ended. Mostly finna. What's this? Collect them all. Collectibles. I don't want to go in there. It's up scary and dark. What else is there to do? Your merch. MacLeod collectibles. Infinite. Office decorations. We're done. Dismount. Merch. Already got my bucket. To get the free trophy first, and then we'll do the collectibles afterwards. I like the free trophy. So pull the lever, receive trophy, no more steps.
Now,
Yeah.
here's something special. You remember
Yeah.
that broken test trophy that got left in the game on accident?
Yeah?
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the trophy. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the trophy will be given to you. It's as
Oh.
simple as that.
Okay. So, I just...
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist.
Oh.
Right now, the trophy is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
I want a trophy. Give me the trophy. Come on. We'll break this. There's got to be a way I can break that to get the trophy. Ah! Want the trophy? You know what? Screw you. Screw you. Stupid thing doesn't even let me open it. Oh god, this game is stupidly clever. Right, so I just had a read of how I can get that trophy, just to give me an idea.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
I haven't done this one. I don't care about new settings. What's this? Is something? What's here?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Right. Is this the... Okay. What the hell? Oh, I've got one of 6.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
So you're telling me there's 5 more of him somewhere? Great, where is him? You're gonna make me search for him now, aren't you?
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
I'm just saying if there's another... Any Stanley anywhere around here. No, you told me there's more of them to collect. Somewhere. Where are all the Stanleys? Already took the button away from me. I did got. He knows my addiction to collecting. Have my gym button back at least. Seriously, you give me the ability. Okay. Something tells me that 1 out of 6 is a lie. So it's more in there than I thought. It's just actually pitch black in there now. I'm still keeping the bucket. Oh, it's nothing. Well, no, I can't get the trophy though. I'm being stupid, aren't I? Okay, 1 second. Stanley clocked. Okay. So according to this, they are somewhere. Right. Okay. So, now what? Where's Turner? So these are... Is that it? What's K? Oh, is the exit. Where's the exit? If I am here, the exit... This is flat wall. The exit is... Oh, there's the exit. Okay. They can book it with me.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to?
Yeah.
Ready to move on now?
Yeah. I'm supposed to.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features?
I like the bucket.
Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work.
Is it?
There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment.
Yeah?
I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Right.
Okay. Are you ready?
I guess.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
Well, I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement.
Okay.
Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
Oh, the bucket.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game.
Why not
I
just
wanted
add
fans
these
to
into the
love it.
first game?
No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original.
Yeah.
Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course.
Of course.
With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work?
Right.
I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up.
I like the new logo, to be honest.
Perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Okay. Wait, I want to see the settings.
This is the story of a man named
Wait, are
Stanley.
we actually started the...
Stanley worked for a company in a
Got the
big
balloons
building
all over the
where
place.
he was employee
It's-
number 427.
He's put balloons all over the place.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
We're back.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him
the balloons.
instructions,
I
call
like
a
the balloon.
meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
So... yeah,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
These are balloons everywhere. Okay. That wasn't ripped off a minute ago.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, the bucket.
Stanley picked up the bucket.
Yay, bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm keeping the bucket.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Okay, I believe in you. Lead me.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it?
What?
The broom closet. It wants the bucket. You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy? It's
Yes.
as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
It does not deserve the
I
bucket.
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say here. It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies. Good for you, Stanley. Don't give in. Don't hand over the bucket.
But
I
they
know
want the
how
bucket.
hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket.
Yeah.
This is your companion
Yeah.
and lifelong friend. You can't hand it over.
Companion?
We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has to resort to this stream of petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom closet for a variety of reasons, but even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and lasting friends? That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient? That your life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate object which happened to lay in your path in an even partially enticing manner? Well, I'd never.
Dare
Come
they?
on, Stanley. Lay into it. Really tell the broom closet off for its demeaning comments. Expand on the wide variety of experiences you and the bucket have shared together.
I
Go
could do
through
that.
each of them
I
point
could do
by
that.
point.
I could do
Share
that.
your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket.
So how
as
do you
they
know
have
about the
changed
journal
and
entries?
evolved over the years.
Yeah.
Let him have it.
This is my bucket. It's my bucket. You guys don't even deserve the bucket. Especially you, Mr. Broom. It's me and my bucket.
I've got you something
Yep.
which I think will help settle this debate once and for all.
I was in the middle of something.
Now it's
Oh.
settled. No more
Wait, I'm not
debate,
Stanley.
No more discussion. Take a hike, broom closet.
Yeah.
With all your meandering philosophical diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
This is my bucket. It's even okay. It says Stanley on it. It doesn't say GD, but still.
All right,
this is
I've
my
got a
bucket.
second sticker back here,
Yeah.
and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Yes.
See,
It's got a
I
bucket on the
feel that
sticker.
It works because the sticker is also a bucket.
It's a bucket
That
sticker.
way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not,
Just
you
look
can
at the sticker.
down at this sticker and say to yourself,
It's a bucket.
It's a bucket.
Yeah.
There really is a wide variety of applications for this.
Have we got any more stickers? Please say we've got more stickers. Come on. You're holding out on me. I know you are.
You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now
Yeah.
the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display.
Yeah.
You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in.
Yeah.
I'll see you outside.
Yeah,
and
I'll
we
see
can get
you.
on with the story about you and your bucket.
Yes, me and my bucket. Jealous. You're jealous. You're jealous closet. I'm just going. Me and my bucket, we're going. Yeah. Don't even deserve the bucket. I've got stickers on my bucket.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
What's down here? Red light down here. Oh,
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done.
you say that, but I
can't
bet
buy
there's a
that
reward.
sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Okay. I'm playing Stanley Parable too. Where's down here, by the way?
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
What's up?
Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. He looked down at the bucket in his arms. Am I crazy? He asked.
Yeah, am
the
I
bucket.
crazy, Mr. Bucket?
The bucket returned his gaze, but said nothing at all.
Oh.
That's strange, Stanley thought. Usually the bucket is a source of guidance and wisdom for me in difficult times such as these. He held the bucket close, yet felt none of its familiar reassurance and comfort. And that's when Stanley realized, this isn't my bucket. It's just a normal, everyday bucket. Someone else's bucket, perhaps. How did I end up with someone else's bucket?
What the hell?
This is all terribly wrong. Surely no good would come from this. Who knows what sorts of bizarre hallucinations Stanley might experience without the psychologically grounding presence of his bucket.
My bucket!
Now he noticed that the rooms were repeating, which was, of course, very odd. And now he felt himself floating off the ground. Oh, gracious, he exclaimed. Without my bucket, I've gone truly mad. Where is it? I must find it.
I must
Far
find my
off in the
bucket.
distance now, he heard it calling to him.
Bucket?
Stanley! Stanley, it's me! The bucket! Could it truly be? He rushed forward from room to room, passing by one bucket after the next.
They're not my
None of them were
buckets.
his. None of them were his special bucket.
Come
to me, Stanley. Find me.
Where's my
He
bucket?
had to find the bucket. He had to return to his old friend. It was the only way to truly restore his sanity. And then suddenly, he froze dead in his tracks. He knew where the voice of the bucket had been coming from.
Where?
The real bucket was inside of him all along.
Oh.
It was incredibly painful. Stanley doubled over in agony and blacked out. This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
Hey, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, picked up her bucket of comfort and security, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town, talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
Oh no!
Right away, she knew what the problem was.
He didn't have his bucket.
This man had no bucket.
Yeah.
Of course he'd gone mad, ranting and raving about a narrator describing all of his actions and how everything is predetermined and free will is an illusion and it's all just a video game. It could all have been prevented if only he'd taken his bucket with him. Perhaps he didn't even realize he'd forgotten his bucket at home in the first place.
Oh.
How cruel the world can be, Mariella thought. And she hugged her own bucket even tighter. But of course, she had no time for this. There were a myriad of confusing problems she would soon have to confront at work.
Yeah.
Her bucket would provide absolute guidance and total clarity on everything. Heck yes, she thought to herself. My life kicks ass. And she backflipped all the way to work.
Why is she backflipping?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
No, there's my bucket with the stickers on it. Oh, it's not ripped off.
Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort rushed over him.
I need my bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
I'm going on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Yeah. This is the bucket.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Indeed.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
Yeah.
No, said the bucket. Don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to
Just
the
listen
cargo
to
lift.
Bucket. The Bucket knows best.
Good, said the bucket. Now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Oh?
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him.
Yeah.
It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk.
No,
But Stanley chose
no.
not
This
to
bucket
think
can.
about this obvious fact.
Yeah.
He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him.
Like the-
He unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
I mean, the narrator, the guy in my head at the moment is also talking to me.
In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Okay. Seems quite light in there, to be honest. He said dark, didn't he? Yeah, that's the only room I could go in. Oh, that dog room. Why? Oh.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up
Okay.
the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together.
Okay, Mr. Bucket. Oh.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend.
Oh.
And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
Okay. So, oh, the bucket's watching TV, I think. Hello, Stanley. It's me, your bucket. Press circle to take me to work with you.
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
I'm just jealous of the bucket. The bucket, where's... Oh, the bucket's at my desk. Hey, bucket. Get me back home with you.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object? I want to say something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Where's my bucket? Oh, it's on the table.
Oh, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's
Okay.
it. It doesn't do anything else.
But bucket. Listen to the lad, man. Press. Like. Okay.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time, it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
You're just jealous of the bucket. Anyone in your life except for me.
It's sad, but I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of
I could fill it with
shiny
things.
bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, it does. It does. It's on my desk. You believe I'm real, don't you, Stanley? Press that to go back home.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
Mm-hmm. Press X to relive the same day with me over and over.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
Press it to go home, to work, to home, to work, to home.
Oh no. I'm having feelings for the bucket.
Wait, what?
No. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks.
Why is the bucket on the bed?
Understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes. The bucket could tell me what to do in this troublesome situation.
Why is the bucket on my bed?
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me
No.
the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Did he take my bucket? Go back to work, Stanley. Where'd my bucket go?
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
He tried to take my bucket. I'm taking the bucket.
The confusion and the chaos all seemed to melt away as Stanley embraced the bucket.
I embrace the bucket. This is my bucket now.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Nope.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him, telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
Nope.
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct? Was this better than the meeting room? Yes, Stanley thought to himself. Yes, perhaps it truly was. How insightful the bucket turned out to be.
Mm-hmm. It's all my area now.
Being here with the bucket was a grand adventure.
Indeed.
Stanley reflected on all they'd been through together. First, walking through the door on the right.
Yes.
Then walking to the lounge. Then
Yep.
arriving at the lounge. What a
Yep.
thrilling journey the bucket had inspired.
Well, let's go anyway.
No, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
Said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go there. Go to the cargo lift. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken to him, and he unthinkingly did whatever the bucket asked.
Did he? Doesn't look like I do.
No, stop. Look there on the wall. You see, there's a sign right there. It says, "No buckets past this point."
What?
Stanley, how could you think it was okay to bring the bucket here? Unless, what if the problem is that you actually don't know what is a bucket and what isn't a bucket?
I mean, the
I
sticker.
suppose that would explain a lot about your behavior up to this point. Which,
But
if that's true, well, my goodness, I think we have to do something about it.
What?
This misunderstanding could have dire consequences on the entire rest of the game if not addressed quickly and properly.
Oh?
So much of the impact of the story is dependent on your understanding of what is and isn't a bucket.
Okay.
Please, Step in here for a moment.
Okay. Is this? This is a game show.
Now then, I'm going to run you through some test scenarios, and you'll tell me whether or not the thing I'm showing you is a bucket. Simple
Okay.
enough, right? This should tell us everything we'll ever need to know about what is or is not a bucket. Okay, let's begin.
Okay. Oh.
Item 1. Is this a bucket?
Well, I don't know. There's been many things that look like buckets, but I don't know if that is bucket. It looks like a bucket to me, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm not 100% sure about this. I mean, it's got a handle, but I don't know. I've not actually seen inside the bucket. If it's got a hole in it, then technically it's not a bucket, because it's practically not doing what it's supposed to do. So I don't know what to do here. You know what, Mr. Narrator? I'm gonna say, yes, it's a bucket.
Incorrect. It is a hologram of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I'm an idiot. I knew it was a hologram.
Item
I could
2.
tell.
Is this a bucket?
I mean, am I allowed to? No, I'm not allowed to leave the stage. I mean, again, it has all the same characteristics as a bucket. It's got the handle, it's got the, the cylinder shape to it, and I mean, it looks like a bucket to me, but I just don't know. And I mean, it could be another hologram. You never know. I'm gonna say no.
Correct. It is a 3D printed recreation of a bucket, not an actual bucket.
I could tell that. I could see it. Right, what's next?
Item 3. Is this a bucket?
I mean, I'm not 100% sure about this one, but I mean, I've had a lot of research onto this. I mean, I did minor in bucketology when I was in uni, and it looks like a bucket. I'm gonna say it looks like a bucket. But as we've proven in the last two, they weren't buckets. Even though it looks like a bucket from me, it could just be a picture of a bucket. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say on this one. I mean, I would like to phone a friend, but let me just have a quick chat, see who's around. Whose ideas of is it a bucket or not a bucket? Just in case. You know what? I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it, and I'm going to say that this is a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
I knew it. I knew it was a bucket. Oh.
Item 4. Is this a bucket?
Well, I mean, I'm not 100% sure about this one. Just out of curiosity. I mean, it does look like it holds water. Quite a lot of water itself. But I don't know. I mean, from this angle, it does look like a 2019 John Deere tractor with 8400 or Ultimate 400 HP, 50k E23 by the SCV 1999 with about 1,999 hours on it. Which, of course, everyone knows is priced nearly about 200 grand. But at the same time, even though it sounds like a tractor, and it seems like it is running like a tractor, is it truly a tractor? So I'm going to say this. I personally think, yes, that is a bucket. Oh.
Are you hallucinating? This is a tractor. It's an enormous machine that tills the earth. I thought this was a gimmick. How on earth did you manage to screw it up? Absolutely incredible. Let's just move on to the next one.
It could still hold water.
Is this a bucket?
I don't know. I mean, looking from this angle, it's a 2020 John Deere tractor 6145R premium. But I'm gonna go with it again. I'm just saying that is definitely a bucket.
Correct. This is a bucket.
I thought so. Told you it's a bucket. Oh, who does not know that's a bucket? Oh.
Item 6. Is this a bucket?
Oh, that's a tractor.
Trick question. Both.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh. It is not a bucket.
Item... Wait, hold on. I can't find the next one. Let me see. It should be around here somewhere.
Yes, it is a bucket.
Okay, you and I both know there isn't anything here. And I don't appreciate the implication that nothing is a bucket when we both clearly know that a bucket is something. And therefore nothing could possibly be something. Unless, in your twisted mind, have you somehow convinced yourself that a bucket is nothing? Answer me straight, Stanley. Do you believe that nothing is a bucket?
I believe nothing is a bucket. Yes.
You know what? I'm too confused to even sort it out. I've lost all sense of perspective. What is a bucket? What isn't a bucket? Mere moments ago I could answer these questions with confidence. And yet now I'm somewhat adrift. Do any of us know what a bucket is?
Yeah, what is a bucket?
A bucket.
I mean, technically...
Stanley, I can't keep doing this. I'm losing myself, and myself was all I ever had to begin with.
Yes,
I'm
you
afraid
are...
the bucket is threatening to tear our relationship apart.
Right.
I can't have that. I'm sorry. But I'm going to erase all buckets from the game entirely.
No!
Okay, here we go.
No! No, my bucket! Click the buckets away!
What happened? Is everything gone? Why did everything disappear? Wait, was everything a bucket?
Everything's
Every
a
single thing
bucket!
in the game was a bucket. Oh my God, I had no idea. How could... Except me. I'm not a bucket after all. And you, Stanley, you're still here. You're not a bucket either.
Wait,
Oh,
shouldn't the tractor still be here?
We're not buckets. Yes, I actually feel much more at ease right now. It's delightful to get some clarity on that issue, but it doesn't change the fact that we haven't got a game. So, tell you what, I'll reset everything.
Yeah.
We'll put back all of the buckets, okay?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
we'll know that it's all a bucket. But
Yes.
if you run into anyone else, maybe don't mention that. Who knows what that information might do to a person?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And so everything is buckets. Aerophone ring.
person in your place of work.
Okay.
The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages.
Oh.
If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message,
Mm-hmm.
please terminate it immediately
Oh.
and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere. Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
No problem. Wait a minute. Why has no one talked to me yet? Oh, what's this? There's a committee meeting today in the meeting room. Huh? Should I take the bucket with me? I feel like I should take the bucket with me just in
Warmth
case.
spread through Stanley's arms. With the bucket in his arms again, he was home.
Take my bucket, friend.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Should have got a meeting or something. Oh. What's this? What's going on? We need more planks. There's one in there. Oh. What's this? Access plans. There's one plank to allow ease of access past fence. Construct bridge to allow collection of shiny float. Retrieve Chris's remains from warehouse floor. Ooh. Construct new structurally sound bridge. Oh. Oh, I've got this. Large room with lots of boxes. Stairs. Do stairs. Nearby a fireplace. A private but smelly place. Oh, I know that one. There will be a reward for finding them all. Beware the false prophet. Just a completionist instinct. What's going on in here? Big leads are hard to find. Thank you, good luck. Other collectibles. How can we find them? What is going on here? Oh, for the collectibles. It's the narrator. The wood's gone weird.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Okay. I'm guessing this one in here then. Yep.
Another miniature Stanley figurine. This, you know, there really must be a snappier name for these things. What about mini stands?
I like mini
Stanley
stands.
figs. What about Stanlerines?
No, I like mini stands.
I think I like that. Another Stanlerine under your belt.
I like the mini stand. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. Oh, hello. Input received. How many's left? 2.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire, if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him, always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk.
Oh, no, it's not.
Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the pin number for the keypad was 2845. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
Mm-hmm. Guided by the bucket. Take me where I need to go, bucket.
Okay, I'm going back to the name of these little Stanley figurines.
Yeah?
Now I'm torn between Stanlerines and Figlies. What do you think, Stanley? What name better encapsulates the intrinsic
I like
sense
the
of
mini
happiness
stands.
that you get from seeing a small number in the corner of your screen go up by 1? Let me sit on it. I'm sure it will come to me.
I like the mini stand. Just saying. Never go wrong with mini stand.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, well, actually, I want to go this way.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Well. You sure?
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
We're going.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh dear.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Wait, what?
as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws.
What's going on?
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Wait, what? Whoa. How are we not dead? It should say Stanley Parable 2. Did the bucket just save me? I'm going to say yes. Somehow. Hmm. Well, this day's turned weird. Hmm. If we wait 30 seconds, everyone will be back. Mm-hmm. There's the G. Right. So yeah, we didn't get squashed. I did not die, and there's a giant sign that says Stanley Parable.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest. It was a glorious bucket to behold.
There's a bucket at the end. What the hell? Bucket. Wait, where's my bucket gone? Welcome you to the grand exhibit. You're standing at the the what? Precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, a human mind is frequently empty within, a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and what's with the words? Substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn here out with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind that what may be challenging about the information in this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were in ignorance and darkness? I think I've kind of got no choice, or technically death.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own? Can you see the hubris that blinded him? Can you see that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
There's more than 25 buckets on there. Wait, some might not be buckets. Forgot. A bucket with 2 handles. As having 2 handles, such design has never been created in real life. Have been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Alas, you don't do that to buckets. The Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet, in spite of it all, the simple fact remains: no one can control the bucket. Okay, pick up the bucket. Okay. I'm starting to think I'm in a religion for buckets now. Not be the first time.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
Of course.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
Mm-hmm. The hanging bucket. Oh. Oh. I took the bucket.
But there is something we can do.
What's up?
Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Oh? What?
Let Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket. We can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander
What?
of a new world, a new vision.
We killed the bucket. Unless now I'm the bucket. Am I the bucket? Have I always been the bucket? What is going on?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Something's not right here.
Stanley picked up the bucket and smiled. He'd never be alone again, not truly alone, not with the bucket around.
Yeah, think of the bucket.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
Right. So we're back in the room. So, some red and blue, and a large room with lots of boxes. Get a fence.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
Wait, no. Something's not right here. That gave me a... Where are we?
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an emotional dumpster fire if not for the soothing presence of the bucket. Even now, in his darkest of hours, did the bucket's warmth and guiding light pierce the dark clouds of confusion and chaos. It would be with him always. The bucket would. And he knew it. The two of them were inseparable. At this point, Stanley was so absorbed in the tender spiritual connection he shared with the bucket that he didn't notice the keypad behind the boss's desk. Nor in his bliss of simply being near the bucket did he have any notion that the PIN number for the keypad was 2845.
Oh, 2845. Oh.
But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him? Yes. This is certainly the most logical explanation.
My question is, what happened to the room?
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Okay.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What
We're
horrible
back here
secret
again.
did this place hold? Stanley and the bucket both wondered to themselves.
Yeah, we know what he's holding.
The monitors jumped to life, and Stanley nearly dropped the bucket in shock.
No.
Everyone in the office was being videotaped, monitored like guinea pigs. The bucket had never seen anything like this, and it very nearly burst into tears as
nearly
Stanley
did.
cradled it gently, reassuring it that everything would be fine.
Yeah, everything will be fine.
Was the bucket under the mind control facility's influence as well?
I hope not.
Had the bucket been told to do things it didn't wish to do? What kinds of things does a bucket want to do or not want to do in the first place? These questions raced furiously in Stanley's feeble mind. No! He screamed into the bucket. He couldn't accept it.
No.
His own life in someone else's control? Never!
Never
He
again.
squeezed the bucket tighter. His one friend in the entire world. At this point, he could trust no one except for the bucket.
I trust the bucket.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
We need to stop
For
it.
he and the bucket would dismantle the controls for good. Two best friends, Stanley and the bucket, up against the world.
Yeah.
They high-fived in a really cool way, and the
Yeah.
bucket made a sassy comment about taking down the system.
Yes, bucket. 3, 2, 1, off.
Stanley and the bucket waited in blackness. Was it over? Yes, they had done it. Stanley and the bucket had defeated their greatest and darkest enemy, freed themselves from the tyrannical grip of the evil mind control machine. Freedom was now mere moments away.
I feel so proud.
Excitedly, the two of them began to discuss the kind of life they wanted to live once they stepped through this massive door. The bucket wanted to learn to roller skate. Stanley wanted to sneeze in every country on Earth.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Both of them wanted to begin watching a movie, any movie, but
Yeah.
then stop it halfway through and begin watching it in reverse from the end. True, it was a simple life they envisioned, but
Ow.
it was one they'd lived together, with one another to lean on, to trust, to support. What? Wait. What was happening?
Yeah, the door stopped.
Why had the door stopped? Was Stanley and the bucket not about to be freed? An unbearable silence filled the room, lingering in uncertainty, until finally the truth hit Stanley square in the face. This building did not want the bucket to leave. Even the facility itself recognized the incredible calming presence of the bucket, needed the soothing warmth of the bucket, would go to any lengths not to part with the bucket. No,
Not the bucket.
Stanley can't leave this place. Not while he has such a precious bucket in his arms. Not while this building has anything to say about it. Stanley realized he would never again leave this very room. But at least he has the bucket.
I've got the bucket.
To be trapped eternally in darkness isn't really so bad, Stanley thought to himself.
It is really
as long as
bad.
I have my bucket with me, right? I'll be okay, won't I?
No.
Stanley gulped. Very soon now, he was about to find out.
What? There's no jump scares. Everything's back to normal.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Let's see if I can find the next switch, just in case. Nope. 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 Let's hit the bucket with me.
The good old bucket.
Good old
Just
bucket.
Stanley and the bucket, off on another thrilling adventure together.
Yeah, me and bucket time.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, but Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him. telling him that the employee lounge was simply the place to be.
We need to be...
And here it was. Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Nope.
Well, no, never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
I'm gonna go
And
this
so
way.
the two of them detoured through the maintenance section and walked straight ahead to the opposite door.
No idea where I'm going.
Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I
Huh?
knew you'd find this place
Oh.
eventually.
Big baby.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley.
Oh,
We've come together here because we care about you very much.
okay.
It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere.
Oh,
The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're
Yeah?
the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic
Guys.
characters from the first game, like
Come
the
on.
Adventure Line and the Broom Closet.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes,
Okay.
not this bucket that they've
Oh.
never seen before.
it's a nice
Yes, I
bucket.
know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
No. I hate you guys. Okay, let's have a see where the adventure lies.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh,
Raw
and it
assets.
played some silly music as well.
Huh? Of course, we need silly music.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable is all about.
Yeah?
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue?
Oh.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Yeah?
It's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans,
That-
Stanley.
that was
Let's
at the-
give them more content exactly like this.
That was
But
at-
if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I'm not giving up the bucket. Why do you want me to give up the bucket? I'm not giving up my bucket.
Don't
Wait.
you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket.
I know.
That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character.
What?
This is the Bucket Destroyer.
What?
I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True,
What?
it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree?
No.
Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does?
Destroy my bucket?
Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket.
No.
And then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
No.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its singular personality trait. Sure, I can hear you saying, how does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the Bucket Destroyer is getting very upset
Yeah,
now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We
I'm not
can't
feeding
get
the
back to
bucket.
the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the Bucket Destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the
No.
fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Is everyone alright? Oh, what?
Bucket Destroyer. My prized creation. You had so much potential. We were going to do such marvelous things with you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Oh. Right. We are going to call it an end here for now. Leave this. But, yeah. So, that, I guess, is... Let's just get some music on. You guys? So there you have it. That is it for the Stanley Parable 2, I guess. Oh, it's the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, also known as Stanley Parable 2. We've got a lot to do with that, and I have more adventures with my bucket. Oh, that bucket is going to be the death for me, isn't it? Yeah, so before we go, of course, we need to have a look at what we've got left for the rest of this week. So let's switch over to the... If it's been changed. Which it hasn't. Give me a second. And no, I forgot to do something. Because we have changed the schedule a little bit from what it was previously. There we go. There we are. So, the schedule for next week. For this week, even. Tomorrow we will be back streaming with some more Batman Telltale series. Then on Saturday we have got a premiere of Far Changing Tides, and then on Sunday we continue with Lost in Random. Of course, for the VODs, like for all of Descent into Insanity from Tuesday, and of course Stanley Parable and Super Mario, and of course for things like Far Changing Tides, you can find that on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/CraveYourGames. When we do stream, of course, you can find us on twitch.tv/GDW2007. And then we are on Twitter for the actual schedule, which comes out usually every Sunday. You can, and random bits and pieces that I'm up to. You can find me at GDW2007. And when we do go live, when the premieres go live, all the usual bits and pieces, you can get notified by that on our other Twitter handle at CraveYourGame. So, that is it. That is it for this week, for today. Thank you everyone for joining me. I'm so glad that we actually got a chance to play this and so much more content. I'm looking forward to seeing where everything goes. I kind of feel bad that we killed the Bucket Destroyer at the end, but hey, I wasn't giving up my bucket. It had stickers on it now, and Stanley's name. He will keep trying to explain, not Stanley. But those on Twitch, who can we send you to? Who is currently streaming? One guy send you over to Justice. He's building his new laptop at his new PC at the moment. So I'm going to send you guys over to him. So until tomorrow night, 9 PM British Summer Time, I have been GD, your favourite shapeshifted anomaly. Hope you have all a good night, and of course, to be continued. Goodbye, everybody. What do I do? Man.